$2,000 a year, with indexation tied to the poverty line. Because they're saying that, and it's true, anyone on Centrelink lives below the poverty line.
Below the poverty line?
Like solely on Centrelink. Done. It would be covered by taxes on large corporations and billionaires.
EA Sports and the United States Golf Association are proud to present a national championship. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the U.S. Open Championship.
And hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. We are at Oakmont Country Club in western Pennsylvania. Frank, the site of so many historic moments. Great players have made their mark here. Sam Snead, Ben Hogan, Jack Nicklaus, Ernie Els, a long and distinguished list.
Oakmont, if it's not the most difficult golf course in North America, Rich, it's certainly one of the most difficult golf courses. With its 210 bunkers, really personified by the church pews, the hard and slick greens that slope away from the player and the tight fairways. This golf course always requires the utmost precision.
This is a good-looking shot. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
And getting ready for the putt. Well, very impressive and on the move right now. Frank, you well know the U.S. Open is a thinking man's game, and this is a good example here, this short par 4 second hole.
It certainly is, Rich. It's not about length. It's not even about accuracy. It's about trying to pick the right shot, and the right shot is somehow finding that fairway between the left as it creeps in and the 6 bunkers on the right.
Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker. Digs in, ready for the bunker shot.
Yeah, second shot here. Just trying to aim a little bit behind that ball, an inch or two.
You see that kind of work from the bunker, you think of the greats like Seve Ballesteros and Gary Player, the best bunker players of all time. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this. Sneaks that in. We're now tied.
Frank, this hole, the third at 428 yards, has been a part of the U.S. Open story for a long time, for obvious reasons.
Yeah, it's just a great par 4. It's a typical U.S. Open par 4 that challenges in between the ears, as well as the swing and the execution itself. The second shot slightly uphill. You've really got to break this green into 2 sections. That ridge in the middle, anything past that, everything funnels off and towards the back of this green. Anything short of that, well, it actually goes towards the front side. So very difficult from tee all the way through to the green.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man. A tester from 4 feet. Watches that one go in as well to get to -3 for the championship. Now to the par 5 fourth. It is 609 yards. Frank, this has been pivotal in past U.S. Opens.
Yeah, it certainly has. A good drive here. There's a chance to go for the par 5 and 2. A bad drive here, finding the church pews or the bunkers on the right. More often than not, you're pitching out sideways. Totally different proposition.
that one is deep. Every bit of that ball. Second shot coming up here at the par 5.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Well, the bad news is he missed his target by quite a bit. The good news, he's still on the green. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. You can see why this player has been compared to a young Rory McIlroy. Featured golfer, making birdie, and now sitting comfortably inside that cut line. Well, the good short par 4 has become standard at most modern U.S. Opens. Here's an example, Frank, 382-yard fifth.
Yeah, this is where you have to play the percentages. If you're going to play a hole 4 times, if I put myself in the fairway 4 times with a long iron, will I play the hole under par? That's the strategy here.
That was just a beautiful drive. And hit it solid and right in the middle. Let's see what happens now on this second shot here at the 5th hole at Oakmont. Good, clean contact, and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up.
No snap, though.
Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Knocked that down for par, remains at 4 under. Frank, you played the U.S. Open and nearly won it back in 1994 at Oakmont, so you remember this par 3-6, the 194 yards. It's changed a bit since then. How?
It has. They've actually made the green a little bit bigger, and how they managed to do that, they took away a bunker that used to be behind the green, a little on the left side. It's not really made the hole any easier, but it still suits like a little bit of a cut in there, something that starts on those left bunkers and works its way back towards the middle of the green. The reason why that's a better shot is because the slope of the green goes in the opposite direction, so it's one way to keep the ball straighter. That just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
Ends up in the first cut, and he'll have a pretty good look at the hole location from here. Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. These putts keep the round together.
Situation, Rich. A bogey's not all that bad. Still has the lead. Rich, in that great opportunity, name on top of the leaderboard. It is only round 1.
Good place to be. EA Sports and the United States Golf Association are proud to present a national championship. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the U.S. Open Championship. It is one of the most difficult golf courses in the United States. Oakmont Country Club outside Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo, who was a part of that dramatic U.S. Open in 1994 at Oakmont, ultimately won by Ernie Els. Frank, when you think of Oakmont, what comes to mind?
The difficulty of the golf course, Rich. I know a lot's changed over the last 20 or so years. A lot of the trees have been removed. But really, that wasn't the story of Oakmont. It's the slick greens, you know, how firm and fast they can be. The members there, for example, you know, they marvel at the fact that people think they're fast. They say we putt on these greens every single day and they're certainly no slower. But it's the bunkering as well. There's 210 bunkers here. They're all in play. And it just has that history. When you step on Oakmont, you just know you are walking on not one of the great courses in North America, but one of the great courses in golf.
And as he strides up here to the 12th green, having hit it in regulation, he knows now that his work is by no means done. A long putt coming up. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Locked in on the read and the speed. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Workmanlike hole, he walks away with a par. Our featured golfer has made it to the 13th hole. Let's pick up the action right there.
Judging by the look of the player, they're well aware of what that cut line is right now.
So much focus on Sunday afternoons inside a tournament, the ranks of the players. There's a lot of excitement and energy on Friday afternoon as players try to make that cut. Offline, and I think that one's headed for the rough. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish. But, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
So the short miss, and those are painful. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. That's a solid par. Still in it, Frank. $14, pretty short par 4 at 358 yards. Frank?
Get the ball in play here, and certainly your best opportunity for birdie on the second 9 so far. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. Looks to be putting everything into this one. Just destroyed it.
Smoked that one.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
For birdie. So one shot closer to the lead with that birdie. Here at the 15th, a long par 4 at 499 yards. Frank, what are you looking to do off the tee?
Tee shot here is very similar to the one back at the par 5, where the fairway slopes left to right, and then the second shot's going to be uphill to the 6 built in the opposite direction. This is a tough par 4. That's beyond long.
That is a sensational play right there, and you have to think that the little helping breeze gave that a nice boost.
He can't be that good.
Good-looking shot right here. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. And this would be nice. 2 straight birdies.
How did that not go in? Just when you think you're going to make birdie. Now, have to really concentrate on this and at least make par.
That's how you maintain momentum. Make those putts for par. There you have it, Frank. The second round is complete. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think anybody looking at this leaderboard, anybody in the top 10 of that leaderboard is certainly in a good position to win. Quality of the golf there in that first 10 is excellent.
EA Sports and the United States Golf Association are proud to present a national championship. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the U.S. Open Championship. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. We are back in the state of Pennsylvania getting set to kick off the round here at one of the great golf courses in the world, Oakmont Country Club. Frank, you're very familiar with it because you were right in the mix down the stretch of the 1994 U.S. Open right here at Oakmont.
And Rich, it's so good just to be back here. You know, there's so much history in Oakmont. It's been a host to so many prestigious tournaments in our sport, such as the U.S. Amateur, the U.S. Open, the Women's U.S. Open, and the PGA Championship. It's just one of the true gems on the golf landscape.
Birdie try up next. This is a cross-country special. And into the thicker stuff.
Let's see if he can bludgeon this one out.
He'll need to be strong with this. Yes, he's holed it, Frank.
Unbelievable. From that distance.
Frank, the seventh here at Oakmont at 434 yards looks like your prototypical U.S. Open hole in that
it requires some accuracy off the tee.
It does, and the bunkers are exactly where you would like to hit it, that sort of awkward distance. So if you want to challenge this hole off the tee, you're going to bring the 5 bunkers into play, the 2 on the left and the 3 on the right.
Can't ask for much more here at the 7th. He has hit a good one. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
That is classy.
Well, a chance of going in.
Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie.
U.S. Opens, Frank, as you well know, you've played in so many of them, are supposed to be demanding and tough. This is what a U.S. Open's all about. A par 3 at nearly 300 yards. That's the 8th at Oakmont.
It's not just the length, too. This is a typical Oakmont green, which means it's not easy. There is an option, though, if you can't reach this green, or at least fly it on, you might get a lucky bounce to kick forward. You'll see a lot of people chipping from around the front edge of this green, and there's no shame in that.
All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Frank, how about that?
Well, can you believe that, too? I mean, could have hit the flag and bounced away instead. Straight in. Amazing shot. And really deserves it.
And now to the 9th, and in case a player has forgotten somehow that he's at a U.S. Open, the 9th will remind him very quickly that this is the national championship. This is demanding.
Look at this. Look at all the power in that coil.
Good contact, good result.
Frank, you've been there, down to the wire at several U.S. Opens. What's that pressure like?
It's so different from any other type of major championship because that's normally the toughest test. That's where the scores are the highest, i.e. relative to par. That's actually where par itself is a good score. I mean, you're bruised and battled by the end of the week. With the exception, really, remember when Rory McIlroy won at Congressional? That's the one time when a U.S. Open played soft. But Martin Keimer at Pinehurst on a firm, fast golf course, it's a different test. Tiger Woods at Pebble Beach. You just think of people struggling at the end of the week and really last man standing. That's what a U.S. Open means.
Frank, in golf, there's nothing quite like the final round of a hotly contested championship, and this one could be a doozy.
And there's nothing quite like that leaderboard I'm looking at right now. We are going to have some amazing golf. This one is going to have to be won.
EA Sports and the United States Golf Association are proud to present a national championship. Today, it's live final round coverage of the 115th U.S. Open Championship. It is known as one of the toughest golf courses in the world. And today we're here in western Pennsylvania at Oakmont Country Club. Originally opened 1903 and designed by Henry Phones, it features over 200 bunkers and slick, undulating greens. It asks a lot of a player in every aspect of the game. It is a fitting venue for the U.S. Open Championship, the final round. Just amazing what they're able to do with that golf swing. Hit it so far at that size. Not overly big, but man, can really move it a long ways.
That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. This is a pretty good performance right here. 6 under for the tournament. Par 4 11th is 379 yards as we continue backside here at the U.S. Open at Oakmont. Frank, what's the strategy off the tee here?
You're hitting something that goes about 240, 250 yards maximum, hopefully keeping it out of that right rough. And the reason why that right rough is certainly to be avoided is that big gaping bunker at the front of the screen. Green's perched up a little bit, so this is another one where if you can hit an iron or a utility club off the tee, you must find the fairway.
So going well up the hill to that green, will need to take an extra club here. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. So a tester from 4 feet. Wow, I thought he made that. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round.
Really, Rich, right now it's just a case of running out of holes. Pars are fine.
Now at the par 5 12, 667 yards. Frank, you've played golf around the world at the very highest level. I've heard you say you think this is one of the hardest par 5s on the planet. Why?
The slope of the fairway, you don't get a flat lie anywhere along that, and the green slopes away from you. So really there's no easy out. This is the only par 5 I've ever seen where the best players in the world would take a 5.
Nice drive right in the fairway and a good swing on that one. Now the second shot to the par 5. I think this one looks like it might have a postage stamp on it. Airmail City.
Yeah, lick it, send it.
And as he strides up here to the 12th green, having hit it in regulation, he knows now that his work is by no means done. A long putt coming up. Bit of a disappointment there. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Par attempt here. That's costly right there.
Painful.
Just a little tap in here. That's a bogey, but still in the lead.
We start to see shots in hand really valuable.
Well, Frank, what about this par 3 13th? Measures 183 yards.
It has a little bit of a crescent-shaped green, but it looks like the green should shape that way, but the actual contours of the green go in the opposite direction. The only good thing about that is chances are you've got an uphill putt.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Goes to 6 under par for the tournament. What a display of golf. The reason Oakmont has hosted so many U.S. Opens, Frank, as you well know, is it has a really good blend of holes. And now we come to a short par 4 at 358 yards, the 14th.
You can see the predicament in front of you, bunkers left and right. But really the bonus here is if you can get the ball on the fairway with just something like a long on off the tee, this is one of your best scoring opportunities at Oakmont. Rich, there's rough and rough. That ball is needle nosed down.
Can't even see it from here. So in the first cut here, it could be worse. Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
He's in the hole for a birdie. Well, this is a good U.S. Open par 4 at 499 yards. The 15th is one of the better holes in the course, Frank.
It is. The shape of the tee shot you think would suit a cut, but because the fairway slopes quite severely to the right, really it needs a draw just to work its way against that slope and somehow keep it on the straight and narrow.
Split the fairway with that. Just a gorgeous swing. Well, the drama's starting to build here. 15th hole, the approach shot, Frank. This is a time to be buttoned up and dialed in.
That's for sure. And this second shot would be so much easier if they had just removed one little bunker. And that's that one short left, because that's where you would like to land that second shot. Because that bunker's there, you've just got to somehow avoid it by a yard or two, whether it's over it or to the right of it.
Did a nice job with that putt. Good read, good speed. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. This can be a cruel game at times. Well, Frank, you hear it so often. This is a game of dealing with your miscues.
That's the beauty of this game of golf. You give it, and it taketh away.
Bad news is, Frank, that's a bogey, but the good news, still has the lead.
Can't afford another, though.
On to 16 now at 231-yard par 3. This is a good-looking shot. See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. How does that not go in?
Amazing. Stroke looked good. Line looked good. Just did not take that final break.
Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. coming down to the wire here at the U.S. Open Championship at fabled Oakmont, and the tension starting to build. And Frank, this is decision time at this very short 313-yard par 4.
Yeah, normally in a U.S. Open, Rich, you'd think the prudent play would be lay it up, but, you know, I kind of like driver here today. I think the worst you're going to do is just miss the green or hit it one of those pop bunkers. You perhaps could drive it on the green, be putting for eagle, but even out of one of those bunkers, you got to think you're even money to get it up and down. I like driver here.
Frankie's cranking it and banking it. Giant drives, a boatload of birdies. What a round.
Yeah, these are the days you just dream for. We know golf's not that easy, but on a day like today, savor it and just keep going. Keep doing it.
How'd you like that strike?
That was top of the tree.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Oh my goodness, how did he miss that? Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Frank, this game will drive you crazy.
Yeah, you can do so many things right, and then just something so simple, completely wrong.
Did the job right there. Here we are at the 18th at Oakmont. Clubhouse straight ahead. Frank, I distinctly remember the 2007 U.S. Open Championship of the final round, and Angel Cabrera, the big Argentinian, with the pressure bearing down, stepped up and absolutely piped a tee shot right down the throat. And I know to this day he thinks it's one of the great shots he's ever hit.
Yeah, I get the odds. Golf ball is 1.68 inches in diameter. Fairway's 30 yards wide. Ball should fit easily, right? But when you look at it off the back of this tee with bunkers left and right, it does not look like it's that easy, that's for sure.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. What a shot. Almost in. You don't come much bigger than this right here to win the U.S. Open. You'll love them, the birdies, and that's another one. Frankie's done it. One of the biggest prizes in the game.
The U.S. Open has always been considered golf's toughest test. There's golf's toughest champion.
Level 100.
Good luck with that now. Well done. I might go do something about dinner in a minute.
Open for business. What title should I do? PGA Championship?
Yeah, if you want to.
Oh, US Open, was it? US Champion.
I reckon you'd break through the door if you could. Done?
Yeah.
Don't you?
Was it USA? USA Open.
Did you put a space in there? You got USAO. Go backspace. Then, yeah. Did you mean to go USAO? Was that your plan originally?
No, USA Open Champion.
Yeah, you went. I reckon given the chance he'd be through the door. He'd be breaking the door down if it was bigger.
Yeah. How to?
You know how for a while you've been looking for the karaoke nights?
Hmm.
I just found heaps of them on Thursday. That's all the
Thursday.
dings. Yep. All over the place in the Redlands on a Thursday night. You just got link after link after link after link. Hey, Savoyans, you've got an audition on tonight for the musical Oliver. You know the one where it's please sir, may I have some more?
What was the US Open?
Mr. Not Listening?
Yeah.
You know that show, in a lot of previews how they show the kid walking up and saying, please sir, may I have some more?
Hmm.
If that maybe. They've got an audition on tonight for it. I'll get out and just, yeah. Don't know what's going on with my body. It's weird. Does Jo own Savoy Ads, or she's just part of it? Jo Toya, does she own Savoy Ads, or she's just part of it?
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Mid-Season Classic.
He's gone for a little extra.
I mean, that is one of the hardest drives I have ever seen. Just let it rip.
Long just meant longer.
Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Second shot, good look at the green. Well, this could be good. That will be a great look at birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here. That's a birdie to get to 1 under for the tournament. Resuming the action, and let's go out to hole number 11. Has not been a stellar performance to this point, but Frank, not too bad.
When you consider 4-round events, Rich, you're going to have a period where there's a little lull. As long as you can minimize the damage over the course of 4 days, it turns out all right. Well, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there. Nice position, short grass, second shot.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Getting set for this next shot from the rough. What does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. Frank, you've navigated so many leaderboards in your career. This is the way to do it, isn't it?
Oh, there's plenty of holes ahead too, Rich. Third place, a really good position to be playing from here on in.
The green is up above, and this will play at least a club longer. It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Comfortably inside the cut line, the young prodigy makes another birdie. One of the golf courses where you run into something you've never seen before. I have never played a par 5 of 700 or more yards. Here it is. This one has a chance to be really good.
I tell you, there's long and long, and that with a little bit of breeze behind, it's long.
He rode the wind there to payday. He's going to have a good look coming up. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
On the green, and a chance for birdie. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Frank, that looked good to me. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
He has this for par. Moves up into second place with that par.
So he's got his eyes well entrenched on the leader.
There you have it, Frank. The first round is a wrap. We saw some good golf out there.
It was certainly a fun round to watch. There's a lot of great players in this field. And this is such an exciting venue. I just can't wait to see what happens the rest of the championship.
Mm-hmm.